Yes, I should have. You wouldn't be around. You wouldn't be around. After all the time you spent waiting for me to make up my mind. Yes.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna start off by saying I do not like this wig as far as the style is concerned. So my sister is on the way and she gonna cut it for me. And I think I'm gonna have her cut this into like a pixie or Lord Govanish, because I just do not like the style at all. And this is the only style that I could come up with I felt that would work for this hairdo. So now that I got that part out the way, okay. So this wig is from My First Wig, excuse me. This is a sister company to RPG Show. Dust bag that the wig came in. And then here's the card, which I'll read off in a second, of all the stuff that, well, all the specs of this puppet. And then it came with one of these, which I believe it's 2 in here. I didn't use one of these, I already had one. It came with a whole bunch of stuff. It came with a card. Let's see. Gift card. Cherish. With coupon Cherish, save $12 off plus wig kit. Expiration date is August 1st, 2017. So it's Cherish is the, it says happy end. Oh, it's their, this is their 1-year anniversary. So that's why they're giving me all of this good stuff. So this is dope. Well, thanks. Make sure y'all use that code Cherish. Okay, so now to the specs. This wig is called, this is the Malaysian human hair bob with swept bang. It is a hair color, as a natural color. The length is 12 inches in the front, 10 inches in the back. Lace colors are light brown. My cap size is a 1. My wig cap colors are a brown. And my cap construction is a glueless lace cap. I, however, went ahead and used my Got to Be Glued and glued my whole unit down. So, yeah, the puppy ain't moving nowhere. And I did that, as you see here, like all of this is not mine. I think this is mine, but all of this isn't. So I get closer so you can see what I'm talking about. You see? So none of this is mine, like none of it. That's lace. That's, so you can see there's lace here. Lace. I got a little makeup. I felt like it helped a little bit so yeah, I don't have any hair out. So when I seen the wig, it was a picture of the wig on a mannequin, which had no life to it, and then I actually seen some customers that had purchased the wig, and I was like, okay, I could work with this. But the problem that I felt is that it's way too much hair on this side versus the amount of hair that's on this side. So what I'm gonna have her do is I'm gonna have her cut like the top into like a pixie, and well, the tops and the sides. So I think I'm gonna make her make the sides just as short as this, cut this down, and then we're gonna kind of do a pixie here at the top. Just so I can have, I want like a James Dean situation popping up. That's what I'm feeling right now. Okay, my experience with this wig has been very great. I will say that. I have got no shedding. The density, which it didn't state in there how much density was in this wig, but I will say that the density is quite realistic for the length of this unit. The luster in his hair is the natural luster that it came with. When I received my wig, however, it did stink. So, okay. Sent it on. I did bleach the knots of this wig, hence this, my part. I did bleach the knots only because I felt like if I didn't, then my lace was going to be a little bit on the, when you get light brown or brown lace, sometimes it doesn't always match your skin tone perfectly. But I know if you go ahead and bleach your knots, the lace usually turns like more of a brownish color, which for some people that's a problem, but for me it's perfect because it matches my skin tone, as you can see, very, 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 very well. Like I need like this much of it gone, and then that's one of these. You know, we could do something a little bit funky, but I just need something that's not so blunt. And yeah, so she's on her way right now. She's gonna come and cut it for me, so I can have more of a style that I'm in love with, because The problem is I can't do anything with this. That's the thing. It's this, and then because there's such a big length on each side, especially how short this is as opposed to how long this is, I could just simply take it and put a curl right here like this, and you know, it'll be this. But how many times have I or anybody else have done this style? Like, it just gets so boring after a while. This, yeah. So I'm trying to contemplate to see if I'm gonna have her, we're gonna record her cutting it or not. I don't know, but we're just gonna see how it works out. But I will say the hair is very soft. It kept its softness even after the 3 washes I put it through because of the smell that they sent it in. And like I said, no shedding. The lace, it feels really great. There's a comb here in the back which goes up under your braid or whatever, however. There's an adjustable strap here in the back, which is great because it made this unit fit very snug. So when I was going ahead and using the Got to Be Glued, it was easy because it laid down where I needed it to lay. And I told you, it's just not my favorite. That's just the only thing. I think if I could style it different, it's just really not my favorite. But it did definitely give me the ability to go ahead and lay this whole down. That's what it did do. So if you guys are interested in my first wig, you guys click the links below for that. It is their 1-year anniversary, so they're having all types of sales of some sort. So you guys can get you guys a good deal on a nice lace wig. And I will say this wig was very well constructed, and it's not too thick, but it definitely isn't too thin. So check them out. And I will catch y'all in my next one. Peace, 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 peace.
See if I told the truth, I was just lying to you. Yes, I should've known you wouldn't be around. You wouldn't be around after all the time you spent waiting for me to make up my mind. I should know would be taken now. You would be taken now. How could I expect for you not to have someone else to call your own? I should've known. Girl, I made you wait too long. Didn't think you'd ever go. No. Tried to handle mine at home, but yes, I thought wrong. Baby girl, I can't.
Okay guys, so this is the end result. I will not take my hat off because I don't have any pomade, but she textured the back a whole lot, and I feel like Edward Furlong in Terminator 2, you know? I feel like a Ken doll. That's what I'm feeling like right now. But it definitely changed my entire vibe. That's why I changed my clothes. But it definitely changed everything. But she did a great job with what I was given, and I love it. I love it a lot. So I'll come back to you guys in a separate video about just how I'm styling it and that whole thing, because I've always wanted a shortcut, but I want it with lace so that I could put a part in it if I wanted to and like really slick it down. Because when you buy wigs that are shorter, the problem that you usually have is the fact that it's all their tracks. They're like a 27 piece, so you don't have a chance to kind of manipulate the hair like you want to, because you're only limited to the tracks that are in, and it's pretty much in a style. With this, I could still put a part anywhere because it was a full, it is a full lace wig all over. And again, I use the Got to Be Glued on my hairline to keep all of this down. All right, guys, peace.